Alright guys, we are back with top 4 hat format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst Texas. We got myself on the left playing Sylvans versus Houston Carter on the right playing a card artifact trap tricks deck. Actually, I was the 8th seed in this tournament. I knocked out the 1 seed, YCS champion Cam the Man Neil. He actually beat me in the Swiss rounds, went undefeated, and then we had our rematch in top 8 and I took him out. And yeah, the 1 seed traditionally loses in the first round of Top Cut. I don't know why. It happens so much. Anyways, I was like, Houston went first, set 5, activate Terraform and grab the field spell, then activate Sylvan Charity. Sylvan Charity, you draw the top 3 cards of your deck, then put 2 back on top of your deck with at least one of them being a Sylvan card. Alright. So who will get back to the finals? Houston and I have both made the finals twice in hat format. But Houston lost both times he made the finals while I won both times. So we'll see who will get to the third finals in hat. So I start out by playing the field spell. I did not use the field spell effect, but I'm going to normal summon Curry Bandit. Curry Bandit's effect is the turn is normal summon. You can tribute it during your end phase. Excavate the top 5 cards of your deck. Out of those 5, you add one of the spell and traps that you excavated to your hand. So Houston, Curry Bandits. Sorry. He torrentialed my Curry Bandit. Then I tried to use the field spell's effect during his end phase, but he changed Artifact Ignition. Artifact Ignition is basically an MST, except you have to have an artifact monster in your deck. Then at resolution, you set it. So he sets Moral Attack. Activate a second Charity. This is why I think Sylvan is one of the best decks in hat format, because no other deck has Sylvan Charity. The deck can be a little bit bricky, but it helps with the consistency. Alright, so I summon Curry Bandit, so Houston warnings the Curry Bandit. So, now Houston does have 1 win on the channel. It did come in Edison format, though. Now, what's funny is Houston was talking a little bit of trash because last time we played on camera was in top 4 in hat, and he beat me in like less than 15 minutes. So, yeah. He was just my boy, but he loves to trash talk, so he made it personal. Alright, so here he summons Dionea, hits me, and then passes. Dionea is a Blizzard, but he has no target, so it's just a 1700 vanilla monster. So I used the field spell during Houston's end phase. During the end phase, the field spell, you can excavate the top card of your deck. So keep it, if it's a plant type monster, it gets excavated. If it's not, you either put it on top or the bottom of the deck. So I excavated the Hermitry. Hermitry, when it's excavated, you can rearrange the top 3 cards of your deck in any order. So basically, you control what you're going to draw. So I normal summon Lone Fire. Use Lone Fire's effect. Oh, he chained Maxi. And then he's going to bottomless my Hermitry. So yeah, Maxi is a hand trap. Quick effect. You can discard from your hand to the graveyard. For the rest of the turn, each time your opponent special summons a monster, you draw 1 card. One of the most hated cards in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! My friend Scott Page says it's the best card ever printed. It's still banned in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's how powerful it became. Alright, so I put a Sylvan on top of my deck that I'm going to try to snipe with the field spell. So I know one of Houston's back rows is Moral Attack, so I'm probably going to try and snipe the other one. So Houston tributes for Beagle Talk. Activates Call, bring back Dionea. So Dionea's effect, when it's special summon, you can set a normal hold trap card from your graveyard, I think until the end of the next turn. So he's going to hit me with both. I think Beagle Talk's attack is 14. So he hits me for 31. So now I know the old back row is an artifact monster that he set with Ignition. So I'm going to try to snipe his new back row, unless if he sets something else. So yes, activate the field spell. Houston's thinking about it, but lets it go. Maybe he's trying to play mind games, trying to bluff me that he has an Ignition. So I hit the I know it's bottomless, so I'm going to go for the bottomless. It was going to go away the next turn anyway, but I need I don't want to draw the red mushroom, so I have to make a play. Now I can like bring back Hermitry with like Miracle Fur or Soul Charge, and I have to worry about bottomless. But I am at 32. Houston Mr. Carter. Trying to get... Alright, so here comes a Soul Charge. Soul Charge, this effect is target any number of monsters in your graveyard. Special summon them, and if you do, you take 1,000 for each, and you cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you use Soul Charge, and you can only use 1 Soul Charge per turn. So we get Red Tree, Lone Fire. Houston has another Maxi. Another one. That's so unfortunate. Double Maxi. Activate the field spell. Yeah, Houston's reading the field spell. Yeah, I'm going to tribute my face-up Lone Fire to put any Sylvan card on top of my deck. That's the effect of the field spell. Tribute a plant from your hand or face it from your side of the field. So I'm going to pop Marshall Leaf. Or sorry, I'm going to put Marshall Leaf. Marshall Leaf, when it's excavated, you pop a monster your opponent controls. Hermitry, once per turn, you excavate the top card of your deck. If it's the plant-type monster, you draw one card. So I drew one, then popped the Dionea with Hermitry. Now, I went for the Dionea because I don't want him to summon any level 4 monster and then make a XYZ monster that can run over my Hermitry. So here, Houston activates Pot of Duality, reveals top 3 cards of his deck. He's going to add one of them to hand. All 3 of those are good. So the fact that he chose Murmileo over the Sanctum is surprising. So he's going to add Trap Trick Trap Hole Nightmare with Murmileo. Switches Beagle Attack to defense. Yep, this is shocking. So that kind of tells us what else he has in his hand. So he sets 3. I'm activate the field spell, hit a soul charge, and put it at the bottom of the deck. Did I take 2,000 for the soul charge? Oh no, I was supposed to take 2,000. So I'm at 12 to 6K. Yeah, Houston chose, like, I think, does he have a Moral Attack in the grave? No. So my guess is he has a Sanctum. Because why didn't he grab the Sanctum off of the Pot of Duality? So here comes Miracle Furt. Either A, he has Sanctum, or he has a way to special summon a Moral Attack. Maybe he has like a Double Cyclone or Artifact Ignition. So I Miracle Furt, bring back Lone Fire, activate Lone Fire's effect. Just to bait out the Trap Trick Trap Hole Nightmare. Switch Hermitry to attack mode. Special summon Blaster from my hand by banishing 2 fires. Okay, so I think this is why I did the Miracle Furt. Just to get the Lone Fire out so I can special summon Blaster. So Houston's going to act... Okay, there it is. He has Cyclone. So he's going to Cyclone. Or he's going to let me attack over the Beagle Attack first. With Hermitry. So, like, I know Houston has something to stop me. That's why I went for the Beagle Attack. Like, I know he either... this is pretty obvious to me. So he hits my bluffed Terraforming and the Beagle Attack. Pops Blaster with Moral Attack. I set one in end phase, he flips Sanctum, and I'm looking at my back row. Yeah, Sanctum's effect is you can special summon an artifact from your deck. And Moral Attack... when it's special summoned during your opponent's turn, pop any face-up card. I believe any face-up card your opponent controls doesn't target. So yeah, I got blown out that game. And I'm going first game 2. We'll see. Will I pull off the Legacy 2-0? Like what I said, one of us is getting to our 3rd finals. Either yours truly, your hero, or Mr. Carter Houston, the trash talker. Worst part is he was talking trash in the middle of the game. He was like, "What happened last time we played?" That's what he was saying. I beat you in less than 15 minutes. All right, so he goes. So I go Charity, put back Sage, and another card. I think it was Spore. All right, here comes the field spell. And Curry Bandit, turn 1. So I hit. It's either Soul Charge or Miracle Furt, and all 3 of those Sylvans are going to activate when they get excavated. So I choose Miracle Furt. And the Princess, Sage Koya, when it's excavated, you add a Sylvan Spell Track card from your graveyard to your hand. And the Princess, when it's excavated, you can special summon it, declare level 1 through 8, and it becomes that level. This is important, though, because I didn't grab the Soul Charge, so maybe I have another Soul Charge in my hand. And this will protect my life points. Him not hitting me for 16 is pretty important. The Princess probably is going to act like kind of like a Necrogarna in this situation. So Houston summons Murmileo. Murmileo, when it's normal summon, you add a normal hole trap card from your deck to your hand. So you search Bottomless, then activates Duality, reveals Maxi, Double Cyclone, and what was the other one? I think another Murmileo. So yeah, it's looking pretty good for Houston. He's got Bottomless and Maxi that I'm going to have to deal with. So now he sets 3. End phase, I'm going to use the field spell. Houston activates Artifact Ignition. Destroys my field spell and is going to set an artifact from his deck. He chooses Beagle Attack. So that tells me he probably has either another ignition, another cyclone. So that tells us something, the fact that he set Beagle Tack. All right, so we're 8,000 to 8,000. Here comes another charity. God, I want to win so bad. Even though I already know what happens. But, all right. Ooh, there's a little bit of a glare. God, I love this mat. I wish we could get it. But yeah, Epik cannot sell these mats. And they can't even give them out as, you know, a prize. It's unfortunate. So, oh, Houston showed me where the Beagle Tag was. That's nice of him. It's locals. It's different. Something happened that was pretty crazy. But it's actually on camera. I can't wait to comment over that video. All right, so I bring back the Hermitry with Miracle Fur. I'm going to chain Lance, and he's going to chain Deep Dark Trap Hole. So to the Lance. So Lance's effect is target one monster on the field. It loses 800 attack and defense, unaffected by spell and trap cards for the rest of the turn. But he had a Deep Dark Trap Hole, which is basically another bottomless that they can search with Murmileo. I'm pretty sure Houston sides it for like this matchup and maybe for like Dragon Rulers. Okay, so it's pretty obvious I got Soul Charge. So I activate the field spell. Because I would have probably grabbed it. Yep, here comes a Soul Charge. Target 2. Houston's going to chain Max C and chain DD Crow. So he's going to banish my Sage Koya. That hurt really bad. Yep. That hurt so bad. So I take 1,000. Yeah, it's not looking good for your boy. It's not looking good for your hero. Houston's cooking. So I set one, and I'm left with 2 cards in my hand, a field spell. So end phase, this was pretty obvious he had this when he set the Beagle Tack. So Beagle Tack, it's going to pop the Moral Tag. Moral Tag is going to special summon itself. So he's going to pop my field spell with the Moral Tag. All right. Let's see. So Houston draws. And he's got 5 cards from like my 4. I'm going to flip Rivalry in the draw phase. Now, the reason I did it in the draw phase was because I didn't want Houston to XYZ summon into Pallades, because Pallades, I struggle to deal with Pallades. But now he can make Tyrus, but like, Tyrus is not a monster that I really struggle to get over. Yes, he's going to pop my Rivalry, but Tyrus is just a 2,600 monster that cannot be destroyed by card effects. Hermitry runs it over, and so does Sage Koi can at least crash with it. So Tyrus's other effect is, so here, oh yeah, no, you can't. That Lone Fire is normal summon. So Houston has another Maxi. This is why I didn't care if he made Tyrus. I already had the Lone Fire in my hand, so I know I'm just gonna attack over your Tyrus, or I could attack over your Tyrus, but actually I'm not going to. I'm gonna attack over his Murmileo here. You guys will hear, you'll see here in a second. So I'm going to activate Sylvan Charity, draw 3 cards, put 2 back on top of my deck. Now I'm back in the game. Now the Max C hurt a little bit, but all I have to do is not use my Hermitry's effect. Because Trap Hole Nightmare says, negate the effect of a monster that was special summoned this turn, and if you do, destroy it. So I'm just not going to use my Hermitry's effect. I'm just going to attack over the Murmileo. See, Houston tried to trick me here. Yeah, he tried to trick me, trying to get me to attack over his Tyrus. It's like, no. You see here, I'm double checking, but that other effect only activates when it attacks. So that's why I'm just like double checking. I'm like, no, get the Murmileo out of here. Houston trying to play mind games. Come on, man. I'm not going to fall for it. Like, I don't care about the Tyrus now. I have to run over the Murmileo because I don't want you to draw another level 4 monster and run over and like make anything to deal with the Hermitry. So Houston activates Duality. Reveals Murmileo, Torrential, and Moral Attack. He's probably going to grab Torrential. Yes. So I only don't know one of Houston's cards. I know he has Torrential, Trap Hole Nightmare, and yeah, now so now I'm going to snipe one of his back rows. I use Hermitry's effect. That was a good hit. So I hit his warning, draw one for the Hermitry. So now I know all of Houston's cards. I know he has, I know where the Nightmare is, and I know where the Torrential is. And Tyrus just 2,600 vanilla monster now. So yep, hit over the Tyrus for 100. So we're at 7,000 to 68. Pass to Houston. Houston might have the Torrential himself. Because I know both your cards. I'm going to play around them. So let's see what Houston's going to do. Houston passes. And activate Hermitry. Hit nothing. Hit him for 27. You see here, I'm playing around all this. I'm playing around both his back rows. All right. Let's see what else Houston you got, man. So he sets a third back row. Draw for turn. That's one of the flaws of Trapper Trap Nightmare. So not hitting anything off the Hermitry. See, I MST the Torrential. I already know where it is. MST the Torrential. Activate Miracle Furt. Bring back Lone Fire. So he's going to Nightmare my Lone Fire, but I'm fine with it. Attack for 27. So now Houston's at 14. To my 7K. He's going to set a monster, set another back row, draw. Activate Hermitry. Oh, he's going to Cyclone. Probably during the draw phase to try and pop my Hermitry. So yeah, Cyclone. My Rivalry. Yeah, Cyclone destroys a spell and trap card you control and one your opponent controls. Mortal Attack was destroyed during my turn, so it's going to special summon itself, pop my Hermitry. But since my Hermitry was sent to the graveyard, I reveal Sage Koya in my hand and special summon itself. That's Sage Koya's other effect. I sometimes forget to use that effect. So I attack him for 500. And then I think Murmaleo's defense is 12, so I can't run it over. That sucks. But I'm going to use Curry Bandit's effect anyway. So we're at 16,800 to 900. I'm going to add Upstart with the Curry Bandit. And Houston concedes. Oh, yeah, I came back that game. It looked bad when I flipped the Rivalry, but actually the Rivalry saved me. Because I stopped him from making Pallades. Because I would have struggled to run over to Pallades. That's why I flipped it preemptively. Like I said, I knew I had Lone Fire, so I was like, I don't care about Tyrus. Anyways, Houston activates Duality, grabs Card D. You guys will see Card D. It's a long effect for Card D. Basically, you tribute it, draw 2 cards, you can't special summon, and it goes straight to end phase. There's more to it, but it's just such a long effect. Alright. So Houston opened pretty strong. 4 back rows, Card D. Tribute Card D, draw 2. Yeah, first turn Card D is so good. Especially he's going to draw into DD Crows and Maxis. It's annoying. Alright, so activate Sylvan Charity. Will I pull off the Legacy 2-0? We're fighting to see who will get to the third finals. And bragging rights. And revenge. I'm getting revenge because he beat me last time we played in top 4. Alright, so here comes the field spell. Why is the Sylvan Charity still on the field? Okay. Activate the field spell. Pay the cost. Send Hermitry. No response from Houston. Mr. Carter. Put Sage Koya on top of my deck. So I probably have Miracle Furt or Soul Charge. I'm trying to abuse Sylvan Charity. Yeah, because you don't want to put the red mushroom against Hat. Because you're most likely going to pop a Sanctum, an Ignition, an Artifact. So I'd rather just grab back my my Sylvan Charity. I could also put a what's it called? What's the card called? Princess, but I'd rather have Sage Koya. So Houston Sanctums, brings out Moral Attack, pops my red tree, but I have a second Miracle Furt. Does Mr. Carter have a response? Chains Maxi that. Did we know he had Maxi? No, I don't think so. So now he's going to try to Trap Trick Trap Hole Nightmare, my red tree, but I'm going to chain Lance to the Trap Trick Trap Hole Nightmare. So what's funny is I'm going to draw 1 card. Sage Koya is going to grab back Charity. I'm surprised he brought out the Moral Attack in defense mode. Because if he had brought it out in attack mode, I wouldn't have been able to run it over. I don't see why he brought it out in defense mode though. That doesn't make sense to me. He should just brought it out in attack mode. Unless you're afraid if I sided in hands against you, but Ooh, he has call. Oh, maybe this is why. Because he had call. But I chained DD Crow to his call. Now Houston activates Duality, reveals Cyclone, Moral Tag, and Black Horn of Heaven. Okay. So what's he going to grab off this Duality? Let's see. We're both at 8,000. So he chooses the Cyclone. He can Cyclone his own Call the Haunted if he wants to. Oh, I remember what happened here. Okay. So Houston is about to make an illegal move, and neither one of us is going to catch it. You'll see it here. So end phase, I'm going to use the field spell. Now see here, Houston has 4 spells and traps. Now, you cannot do what he just did, and neither of us caught it. It was late at night. We're both exhausted. Our hat tournaments usually run late, especially once we get to top 4. Especially me, because I'm an early bird, so... Yeah, so you can see here, we're going to have to go back and replay the whole situation. Luckily, we were on stream, so the judge was watching. You'll see here, he's about to come and tell us. So, whenever you have 4 spells and traps and you play Ignition from your hand, you have to destroy your own spells and traps. Because you have to set... Yeah, you can see here, there's a judge. So we're going to have to go back. He couldn't destroy. Now, I guess I could have sharked him and forced him to pop one of his own spells and traps. I should have, but it's locals. Now, at a big event, yeah, I probably would have made him pop. Look, everyone knows this. At a big event, when you pay money to fly to a trip, people are going to... That's why I don't get mad when people shark me at big events. It's like, I get it. Some of us paid flight, hotel. It's different at a big event. At locals, I'm not going to shark. But... yeah, I could have forced him to just pop his own spells and traps, but he would have just popped his own call. But still. So yeah, we're going all the way back. Because I had already used... But it's a solvable problem. Because what happened was I excavated Sage Koi and I grabbed back the field spell. So the only thing that changes is the field spell stays face up on the field. And during the end phase, I'm just going to excavate the Sage Koya. So you see here, we're discussing this scenario. Hopefully this doesn't cause us, because we could get close to time, but we're going to get a time extension anyway. So yeah, you can see the judge there. Shout out to Sean. All right, so yeah, Sage Koi gets excavated by the field spell. There's nothing in the graveyard though, so... Okay, so that's the card I drew off the Hermitry. So it's fine, though. The only thing that changes is instead of drawing the Soul Charge off of the Hermitry's effect, I'm just going to draw it for my turn. Yes, so that's the only thing that changes. I was going to draw... Now, he didn't know I had Soul Charge. So I gave him free information there. But yeah, you can see here we're discussing that. Yeah, so I drew the Soul Charge off the Hermitry. The only thing that changes is that I'm drawing it for my turn instead. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you can see here we're debating on... Yeah, you can see I'm explaining it to him. Hey, we had to go back. This was bad. I don't know. Maybe we messed up there. But the judge was right there, so... Sean was right there, so I don't know. Maybe we messed up. I'm not sure. That was just... That's both our faults for not realizing it was an illegal move. Okay. So, here comes Silver Charity, draw 3, draw Curry Bandit, DD Crow, put back Marshall Leaf. Or maybe I had the Soul Charge and the Field Spell was a card I drew off of the Red Tree. That's also possible. Alright, so now Houston is going to activate Cyclone that we knew he had. He's going to target his call, target my Miracle Fur. So yeah, this is how you can tell I'm just dead tired. That the Hermitry is not supposed to be destroyed. Miracle Fur goes if the monster goes, but if you like MST Miracle Fur, the monster stays. So that Red Tree is supposed to stay, but I'm soul charging him. It doesn't matter, but I paid an extra 1,000 life points for no reason. Ugh. This is rough, guys. I apologize. It was just late at night, and we had we had to go back. It was a big replay. It's unfortunate. So here, he brings out Moral Attack and Defense, but I'm chain Light Mirror. So I normally don't side Light Mirror against Hat, but since I think this version of the deck really relies on the artifacts. So that's why I sided in Light Mirror against him. Alright, so I excavate the Martial Leaf, pop the Moral Attack, activate. Ooh, that's good. Activate Sage Koya effect, excavate a Sage Koya, add back Charity. Activate the second Sage Koya, hit nothing, put at the bottom of the deck. I can't attack. So it is not looking good for our boy Houston, Mr. Carter. I think Houston was exhausted too, man. It's a grind, especially Saturdays, because on Saturdays I play in the Edison tournament at 2 p.m. and then we go straight to the Hat tournament. So this was not. I'm trying to remember what this was. Oh no, sorry, this was not on a Saturday. This was on a Wednesday. No, this was a Wednesday. So yeah, it was only one Hat tournament, but it was still late at night. Anyways, he Black Horns my Draco sack. Now I'd summon Curry Bandit, use Curry Bandit's effect, excavate the top 5 cards. Grab back a second Light Mirror. Now I didn't use Miracle for its effect, so I was still able to normal summon. Remember, he cycloned my Miracle for it before I could use it. Alright, so we're 5,000 to 8,000. Can Houston Carter get out of this? So I'm in a good spot. I have Light Mirror, I have a Hermitry on the field. Houston sets a monster, sets a back row, end phase field spell effect. He's going to chain ignition to my field spell. That's surprising. He chose to not get rid of the light. Probably because he saw I had a second Light Mirror. So he's like, there's no point for me to ignition the first one. But now I can't use my Princess because of Light Mirror. That's the one issue with Light Mirror. It stops some of my effects as well. But I think it's worth it though. Because this deck wins with Moral Attack. I just want to stop his Moral Attack. So I use the Field Spell effect. Send Princess from my hand to stack Martial Leaf. Activate Martial Leaf's effect. So I'm going to draw one off the Hermitry and pop his set monster. Which is Dianea. Summon Curry Bandit. So I believe that's first damage. Houston's going to take 37. Leaves him at 43. End phase Curry Bandit. Excavate the top 5 cards. I have Soul Charge, Charity, Upstart, and Foolish. I grabbed Foolish. I guess I didn't want Soul Charge. So we're at 5. Maybe we're close to time too is another issue. Yeah, I think we were close to time. I mean, this has already been a long video. So here comes Foolish. I probably should have just grabbed... I didn't want to grab Upstart because I think we were getting close to time. That's what I was afraid of. That's why I didn't grab the Upstart or the Soul Charge. So Red Tree effect. Hit him for 27. So now we're at 5,000 to 16. Houston sets a monster and passes. End phase Field Spell. So yeah, since it's a Lone Fire, it's a plan. It has to go to the graveyard. Attack with Hermitry. So I know I've said this in the past. You know you're in trouble when you have to set DD Crow. Maxi and Effect Veiler are the same way. You never want to set Maxi or Effect Veiler. Or I guess in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like Ash and all the hand traps. And Houston concedes, so yes, I got my revenge on Houston. After all that trash talking. I pull off the Legacy 2-0. I'm going to my third finals in Hat. We'll see if I can get my third win in Hat. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, one word, all caps. Yep, I'll see all you guys next time.